Okay, good day, guys. Good day to you all. Welcome back to the Formula Sports channel. Gentle reminder, as always, guys, smash like button and also subscribe to the channel as well. Free and easy ways to support the channel. And as always, thanks for being here. Yesterday a big game was played, a very important game was played. Jamaica versus Peru, right? Important for one reason in particular. We lost the game 3-0, but in all honesty, I think that there are a number of positives. Me personally, I take a number of positives from this particular game, right? For starters, this game was the game where all our questions about the new gaffer would be answered. And to be honest with you guys, I am feeling happy about the encouraging signs that I saw, but I also feel a little bit sad, guys, because honestly, to think that this guy was in our coaching staff all along, the right guy, right, was there all along, seen right up under we nose, so to speak, right? And it's depressing for me personally to know that throughout this entire World Cup qualifier, Paul Hall was there, but he was not able to be the one making the final decision. So yes, I'm happy to see the encouraging signs in this game, but honestly, it's also depressing for me personally because to think of what we could have accomplished if the JFF did the right thing and parted ways with the previous gaffer sooner, right? So that we could have a more realistic chance of qualifying for Qatar. It's so crazy. The roles should have been reversed. Tapper should have been the one getting instructions from Paul Hall and not the other way around as it was for a majority of the World Cup qualifiers. It's so crazy that it's only in Jamaica where you would see a situation where the better coach is the assistant coach and the worst coach or the more inferior coach is the head coach. It's only in Jamaica you see a CONCACAF B license coach is the head coach and a UEFA Pro license coach is the assistant coach. But guys, I think one of the questions that many would ask is Paul Hall good enough to get us to Qatar, to turn this ship around? Honestly, I think we can give it a good shot with Paul Hall. It's still an uphill task, it's still an uphill battle, but I think the remaining 6 games to come will be better than the 8 games that have gone already, to be honest with you. This game, yes, it ended 3-0, but to be fair, man, to be fair, the team, especially in the first half, played a lot better than we have seen the Reggae Boyz team play for a good while. Right? The team looked more organized, a proper attacking structure, right? Proper build-up play, right? I mean, the attacking transition was much better in this game than we have seen in how many games. The team looked more organized, more structured. You saw the patterns of play. You saw the patterns of movement. Right? You saw the roles and functions were clear and evident. Right? You see the tactics on hand. Honestly, people. Honestly, guys, trust me, man. There were just a lot of encouraging signs. I think that, the ability of the players on display would have helped to, facilitate or, would have prevented, Paul Hall from being able to, implement, his whole game plan as best as possible. But, it's just a lot of encouraging signs, guys. A lot of encouraging signs. I love the way how when we were in possession of the football, you saw the purpose, you saw the roles and the functions. The team didn't look static when we were in possession of the football, like under the previous regime. And that is the case because the players clearly had an idea of what they were supposed to be doing on the field of play. So you see the purpose, right, in the way the players were playing. Guys, honestly, for me personally, as I said, the performance made me happy, but it also made me sad. The first half was a very good first half. We had a period of dominance. They had a period where they had the upper hand, and then for a large period in the game, we were going toe to toe, trying to seize control of the midfield. In the second half, we were a bit flat. Not a bit flat. To be fair, we were flat in the second half. I think that the players were a bit leggy in the second half, and that combined with you know some changes that were made on the side of the Peruvians would have caused us to be second best in the second half. Where I would kind of, what I didn't like with Paul Hall's approach in the second half was, one, I thought the substitutions were not the best. Right? I thought the substitutions were poor, to be honest with you. He tried to be proactive where the substitutions were concerned, but I thought the substitutions were poor, one, and two, I didn't think he changed things to adapt to the change that Peru would have made, right? And so I didn't think he reacted well in the second half at all, Paul. So I will beat him a little bit for that where that is concerned. But, guys, long ball, guys, we'll get rid of long ball. Gone are the days of the dreaded long ball, guys. How many long balls you see playing this particular game, guys? We put the ball on the ground, right? We put the ball on the ground. It's even on goalkeeper kick out. We weren't going long. Short passing out from the back. We saw the patterns of play and the patterns of movement to evade the pressure of the Peruvians. Trust me, man. Trust me, man. I think the performance was a very encouraging one. One of the things that I noticed in the first half as well, we weren't giving the Peruvians a lot of time and space on the ball. Right? We weren't giving the Peruvians a lot. We were closing them down very quickly, especially in midfield. Right? And that was one of the things that enabled us to have a good first half. But the days of the long ball, the dreaded long ball, is gone, guys. How many long balls did we see in this game, even when the Peruvians were pressuring us on the ball? Were engaging us in a front press when we were building out from the back, right? How many long balls did we see in the game? Not a lot. Trust me, man. It was so refreshing to be watching the game and not seeing. Occasionally there were one and two, but nearly not nearly as many as we saw, under the previous regime, and that was very good. We saw, a bit more, not bit more, we saw a lot more fluidity in our build-up play, right? We saw the team, putting the ball on the ground and stringing passes together, right? We saw the movement and also, the sharp, passing that was taking place. The build up looked a lot better, a lot more fluid. A number of times in the game, we were able to progress the ball up into our final third. How many times, how many games in the World Cup qualifiers we struggled to get into our final third? I think what beat us in this particular game as well, and I think this is where ability comes into play. I think what beat us is the final ball. The final ball for us in this particular game, we could have done better. And also the decision making in the final third as well, you know, could have been much improved, right? So, I think that was the only issue where our build-up play was concerned. And to be fair, that more rests, I think, on the ability of the players at his disposal or the lack thereof. One, final thing before I get out of here. Haka, Haka needs to go, guys. Haka needs to go. Honestly, Haka needs to go, man. He is an albatross around our neck in our attacking transition. He needs to go. But guys, this is the dawn of a new era, man. It's just a damn shame it couldn't come sooner. Right when we had more games in the World Cup qualifiers, guys, to realistically stand a chance of turning this ship around. This look like a gaffer who has not even some, who has, a very good idea of what he wants to see taking place on the field of play. Trust me, man, guys, in this game, we lost it 3-0, yes, true, but there were a lot of encouraging signs, especially in the first half with how the team play. Yes, me I got beat Paul Hall for this though. The substitutions, a lot of the substitutions never make sense to me personally, and I think he could have done a better job with reacting to what the Peruvians threw at us in the second half. But with that being said, a far more improved performance than what we were seeing under the previous gaffer. So hopefully this can translate into the upcoming World Cup qualifying fixture. So guys, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, take care, stay safe, and until next time.